by detectives of our Criminal Investigations Division. Mrs. Tegens was arrested and charged with second-degree murder and tampering with evidence. She is currently being held in St. Lucie County Jail. Detectives determined that earlier in the evening, the suspect attempted to contact her adult son by phone at approximately 9 p.m., and the son returned the call to Bonnie, at which point she informed him that Dad was dead, and she admitted to striking him with a wooden billy club in the head. Alarmed, the son contacted his sister, and the two responded to the residence after several unsuccessful attempts to reach Mr. Tegens. Upon entering the home sometime after 10 p.m., they discovered the victim lying on the ground with severe trauma to the head and immediately contacted 911 when our deputies responded. They arrived on scene within minutes and initiated life-saving measures until St. Lucie County Fire Rescue personnel arrived, and sadly the victim was pronounced deceased at the scene. Deputies located Bonnie Tegens in the garage, standing near a washing machine. A blood-soaked blanket was on the ground beside her in the machine, and the machine was found fully loaded with blood-soaked clothing and towels. As she was being taken into custody, she was in the process of basically pressing the start cycle on the machine, apparently attempting to destroy the potential evidence. That's why we got the tampering with the evidence. Obviously, this remains an active and ongoing investigation, but obviously our thoughts and prayers are with the family, Mr. Tegens, his son and daughter. And with that, I'll take any questions you guys may have.
What was any idea what the motive would be here, or was there any kind of history of violence?
So back in, I think, 2003, 2001, Mr. Tegens was arrested for domestic violence by the Port St. Lucie Police Department. No calls to the residents, in the last several years. We did have a call for shooting activity at the house, but that was on New Year's Eve, so I think that was more fireworks. That was back in 2019. Get a lot of calls like that where they believe it's shooting activity, but nothing related between the suspect and the victim. So right now, there's just, it appears alcohol was involved in this situation with her primarily. She appeared to be intoxicated when the deputies were first dealing with her. So I'm not sure what type of domestic type of violence relationship they had. If anything, we just only know what's reported to us. We don't know really what happens behind closed doors. So,
was there anybody else in the home when you guys arrived initially besides the two?
Just the son and the daughter, but they don't live there at the residence. So.
And how did she allegedly kill him again?
We believe he was struck in the head several times with a wooden sort of, described as a billy club, but it's more like a bat. That was found in the garage, I think, as well, near the washing machine.
So did she confess to her son when she called him?
Basically alluded to the fact that he was dead. We believe there were some other messages involved. We do have, the phones, and we're going through all that type of forensic digital evidence as we speak right now. She did speak to our detectives and made some statements, incriminating statements, but, I'm gonna leave that out for right now.
How many years have they been married, do you know, by any chance?
I believe about around 40 years, something to that effect, based on initial information.
Was there any kind of, mutual combative situation prior to the apparent billy club striking? Like, were they arguing and maybe she got the billy club out, or was this kind of like an unprovoked attack, or unclear?
A lot more evidence to go through. We're going to have to, kind of see what was said, between those messages, and see what she said to the kids as well. But right now, it doesn't appear that there was any type of physical confrontation between the two, other than the incident of him being attacked. So.
Do you know what the time frame was? The time that the incident took place and then 911 was actually called?
I know she didn't dial 911 herself, that the kids had to do that, so I don't know the exact time frame for how long he was, injured and then deceased.
Just wondering if that would have made a difference in him surviving.
Yeah. And what charges is she facing?
Second-degree murder and tampering with evidence.
Where was he located?
I believe in the bedroom, and there's quite a bit of blood. Blood not only on the floor, blood on the bed, blood ceiling. When you strike somebody, with an object and there's blood on that object, and you come back to strike them again, that's going to create blood spatter. I do want to thank Sheriff Eric Flowers and his crime scene team for coming down. They really helped us out on a lot of that blood spatter and different things like that. So I appreciate their cooperation on this.
How come they assisted in this matter?
It was just something, we have a few people out right now in our crime scene unit, and, we rely on each other through mutual aid. So we're always there for them. They're always there for us. There's really no boundaries when it comes to a situation like this.
Did it appear to be any kind of a struggle in the bedroom?
Not to my knowledge, but there's still a lot of work to do. But this really, this wasn't, in my career, this is a very, residential type of a community, and this is, tend to be domestic related type of homicides when we get them. So they're not exactly whodunits. It's mainly just putting the pieces together, and our detectives and deputies just did a really good job piecing this together in such a fast
Do you have a
Fast
best
way.
time frame that you think that the actual beating could have happened? I mean, I know the phone call you're talking about to
Yeah.
to the children, but do you think it happened pretty much shortly before that phone call, or it's not like it was
I don't know the exact time, but it didn't appear to be any days before or anything like that. So, all right.
You said there was clothes in the washing machine, and was he still wearing clothes though when officers arrived? I mean, like what was she washing? Was it just?
Yeah, I don't know exactly what she was washing. He had some clothing on him, but I don't know exactly what was in the washing machine. But we did have the blanket. We did have some other, obviously clothing and towels and things like that. But exactly who they belong to, I'm not sure.
And that's why she got the tampering with evidence, because
Correct. Yeah.
Did you tell whether he was hit in the back of the head, front of the head?
I have not reviewed those myself, so I can't answer that. All right. All righty, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.